Hello live wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today I'm going to show you how to make minions out of paper clips. So on the last live stream I made these cute little minions out of wire and beads. I'll link up that live stream below. Then I made these little prototypes using paper clips and I put a poll in the community section. You guys like these two, so I'm going to show you how to make those now. You'll start by opening up one of the paper clips. Just do it by hand. You don't want to scratch the plastic. Push out the kinks with your finger. Then I'm going to get a round form, a pen, or the end of a Sharpie, and we're going to wind this around so the ends are in the same position. You can use the larger size Sharpie if you want it a little wider. And then we'll get our round pliers. It's about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch from the top. We're going to bend it up. And the same on the other side. We'll just bend it up. We want this to be about the same as that side. You can measure it, you can adjust it a little bit. And then this part too, you can wiggle it around so these are even. So now we'll get a blue paper clip and we'll do the same. We're just going to make the curve at the bottom so the ends line up. And again, at about 3/4 of an inch, we're just going to bend one to the back and the other one to the back. We want these to be the same size as much as possible. So we're going to bend this one straight back and this one straight back. Then we'll get the yellow piece and just slip it in there to hook it in place. And I'm just going to push these ends in. You can even stick your round pliers in there, push it back a bit, and then push it in more. And then we're going to hold this, curve it in a little bit. And then I'll get my flat pliers and bend it down just a little bit to the right of the center, and then bend that one out. And we'll do the same on this side. Stick the round pliers in there, bend it back a little bit, push it in, hold this in place, and curve it in towards the middle. Bend that straight down, and that one to the side. So it looks like he has little overalls or a little vest. You want these wires to line up as much as possible. It's okay if they're not perfectly centered. And then we're going to flip it over. Don't use your best cutters, but we want to cut it flush in here. And here too, we want to cut it flush. Watch your eyes. Push this end in so it's flush on there. This one too, so it's flush. So there's a couple ways you can do the feet. The easiest way is just to bend this wire in half and curve it around with the round pliers. And then you're going to take your body, hook it on there. We can flip it over. And you want to close that gap. Just squeeze it with the flat pliers on either side. You might have to even it out a bit. So then we're just going to open them up a little bit and we're going to form very simple feet. So just bend this to the side and then flip it around and bend that at the same height. There's the bottom of the feet, and then just take this in the position you want and bend it, and then you can just push it with your finger a little bit to have that little angle that you want. You want to clip it flush there. You can always hold the end so it doesn't fly, and then you want to push that end in place, and you can squeeze it down a bit. So now we're going to do the same on this side. Bend it, push it a bit more, clip it there, push it down and in, adjust them a little bit. And that's one way to do the feet. Another way is just to take this and bend it down in the middle and then form the feet bring that one across, and bring that one across, and then bend that in and up, and this one in and up. This is another way to do the legs, and then what you want to do is you're going to position it so the little bend is below the bottom of the blue part, and you want to make these bends a little higher. So take this one and bend it to the back, and this one and bend it to the back. So it looks like that. You can bend them down a little more, down a little more to make little hooks. Bend them inwards a bit, and then take your Minion, hook these into there. So that'll be the feet. And if you want them loose so they swing, just hold this with the round pliers, bend that over. Here too, hold it with the round pliers and bend it over. So you've got quite large loops there. And then clip that end. Protect your eyes or hold the end when you clip it. And then pinch that end in, flip it over, and pinch that end in. You can get your round pliers to push them in a little bit more just so they don't fall out. So there you have your legs. There's a couple ways to do the mouth. One way is to take the paper clip, leave at least 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch there, and just form a mouth. Just kind of an oval shape. What you want to do is remove that plastic. So very gently with your cutters, squeeze it a little bit, but not enough that it's going to cut the metal. Just rotate it a bit, and then you can flip that off. Over here as well, just gently hold it with the cutters, rotate it. It's going to be hard to get that large amount of plastic off, so clip it first, and then you can just flick it off. So there's our little mouth, and we'll get our Minion. Measure how much distance to do the bend. Give it a bend here. Might be easier to make these ends longer. What you can do is go beyond your bend a little bit and then curve it around. Rather than pushing it with your finger, you're pushing it with the pliers. So let's measure it again. Has to go in a little bit more. So we can hold it and just curve that in a little more. This one too, if you have to bend it out a bit and curve it in a little more. We're going to slide it onto our little Minion. Flip it over. Just hold that in place, and with your flat pliers, bring it in and give it a tug. This one too. Bring it in and give it a little tug. And then we want to clip it. Watch your eyes. Over here too. Clip it. Just cover the end so it doesn't fly. And then we want to sort of straighten those ends off. Make sure it's in the right position. And you can give it a pinch. So there's our little mouth. If you want a more simple mouth, just get your round pliers, curve it up, and then take the flat pliers and bend it out. Over here too, take the flat pliers and bend it out. So you've got your little smile, and we want to do the same thing where we get our cutters, gently rotate it, and flick off the plastic. If your paper clip's bent, it's a little trickier to get off. You can make sure your paper clip is quite straight. Now here too, gently rotate it and flick it off. So there's our smile. You can also get a plain paper clip and just color it with red nail polish. So now we want to measure it, take this end, bend it in, flip it, and take this end and bend it in. Put it on the Minion, take your end and bend it in, and then we'll do the same thing here. Probably easier to bend it above. There's a little more wiggle room, and pull it in. Clip the end, clip this one, put it in the position you want, and just give it a pinch. This side too, and pinch it in just so it catches the plastic. And now we'll do the glasses. On the samples, I did the glasses and the eyes in white. You can make them in white and then put little dark details with black nail polish. To center it, you can kind of bend it or measure it to get the middle. Try to get the approximate center, and then you can form the circles. So get some larger round pliers, bring that around, and this one too, bring it around, hold them in the same place on the pliers to get them about the same size, rotate it in a bit, and check if these ends are about the same. So bring it around that way, and that one that way. So that's your starting point. If you want the double eyes, get some smaller round pliers and very gently bring this one around. So we have the second circle. Just be careful not to pinch it too much. And then you can push it around to finish it. Here too, we'll start it with the pliers, hold it, try not to squish the plastic, and then you can finish the bend. And you can always bring it down a little bit and then push it up on a bit of an angle. So this too, bring it down a bit, push it up on an angle so they're a little more centered. Hold it, push it back. This too, hold it, push it back, put it on your little guy, flip it over, push it down, and push that one down so it's held in place. And then we have to clip that in. So clip that and clip that one and push the end in with the flat pliers. And this one too, push the end in, and it should stay in place. And if you want to do simple glasses with the darker wire, just get a purple paper clip, make our little round there, bring that one up and around. Make sure you go to the same side as the other one. Here's the glasses. Bend that out. Bend that one out. And then these you can bend to the back. Bend that to the back. So get your Minion, stick them on there, hold that and push it in. This one too, we can just bring it in. Clip it, pinch that end in, and pinch that end in, and then finish up the hands. So now for the hands, I tried several different ways, and it works well just to strip the wire again. So we're going to hold this at about 5/8 of an inch, rotate it, and flip off the wire. Really be careful not to pinch it because you don't want it to break. So again, hold it here gently, rotate it, and strip off the wire. Bend this, bend it out, and bend it in. Really don't worry too much if it's perfect. You could push the plastic down a bit more, bend it out on a bit of an angle. So then you can pinch these ends in with the flat pliers, and they just make really stylized fingers. So we'll do the same thing here. Try not to make them too big. Down, up, and down. Push the plastic down a little more if you have to, and bend that back. And then pinch these in. And there you have your super cute little minion, and his legs move like that. If you want to do a single eye, just make the circle a little bit larger. You can use your round pliers or the end of a pen. You can compare it. Maybe make this a little bit smaller. And then if you want to do a circle within that circle, just get some smaller round pliers, bring it around. And then you could bring the end down a little bit to center it more, and then just bend that straight across. This one you can bring it down a bit too, and then bring that straight across so the eye is more centered. Bring it down a bit. Adjust it how you like. On the wire one, I actually put a bead inside, and then we'll attach it on here. Just bend these. So then we'll just put the eyeball on there. Be cute with a Google eye too. So now push that wire down, clip that, and clip that one, pinch it in, and the side too. And there you have your little one-eyed minion and the other guy with the glasses. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.